What's up, guys? Welcome back to Casual Gastronomy. It is a beautiful sunny day here in Illinois.
It really is.
We haven't seen the sun in 25 days. This is wonderful. So we're gonna make a classic recipe for you today. We're making something that we made before we were even Casual Gastronomy.
Yeah.
We're making miso salmon.
Yeah. So it's basically just salmon, which is the best fish in the world,
Yes.
with miso paste, which is just fermented soybean paste.
Doesn't sound like much, but
yeah,
miso is actually a magical ingredient.
it really is.
You can put it in anything and it will boost the flavor. It's not like miso itself is really like a noticeable flavor. You're not like, oh, this is miso salmon. Oh, I hate miso. It's like this subtle like background. It's like an extra in a movie that just you never really notice who's back there, but somehow they just fill in the scene and make it all
their
feel.
part is very important.
Exactly. It makes it come alive. I mean, you're going to get a whole tub of this stuff to make this recipe, and you're going to use like three tablespoons,
Yeah.
and you're going to have a whole bunch of it left. You're going to be like, what do I do with all this miso? I don't have any miso recipes. I never use miso. Got news for you, buddy. You put that miso in everything. You put it in your fried rice, put it on your steak, put it in your popcorn, your french fries. I don't care.
Anything and everything.
It's going to boost the flavor. It's going to add meatiness. It's going to add the magical umami flavor that we all talk about. It is what you need in your life.
Yes. And miso salmon is such an easy dish to make. It's literally only 4 ingredients. You can make it on a regular night, or you can
Yeah.
also make it on like a date night in.
It's so easy, but very fancy. Your
Yes.
date will be very impressed, but secretly, it's actually really easy to make.
Exactly.
We'll keep that just between us. So let's go do it.
Okay, so for the marinade, it's really simple. It's only 4 different ingredients. So you'll add the 2 tablespoons of white miso first, and then 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, and then 1 teaspoon of mirin. And then mix it all together. Once your marinade is all mixed together, you can add the salmon skin side up. Sort of like squish it around. And then take a spoon and you can like sort of spoon the excess marinade on top of the skin.
Alright, I'm gonna try something new with the garlic that I've never tried before. I saw this on TV. You just crush the whole thing to break apart the cloves. I dropped one, but it kind of works. So normally I don't care this much about making my garlic perfect, but because these are going into a soup and we really want them to just flavor the whole thing, we're gonna take the time to make these horizontal slits and then the vertical slits. And then you go across, and then you have some really nice, finely minced garlic. That way you don't just get a huge chunk of garlic in your soup. Right, so let's cut this bad boy open, see what we got inside. We really just need half of it for the soup. So we're going down the middle. Oh wow, it's very soft. Okay. All right. So we're back. We finished our miso salmon.
Smells amazing.
It smells so good. That slight char on the outside, the like sweet kind of caramelized miso and soy sauce. Rice, also very fragrant. I love the sesame aroma.
Yeah.
And our little garnishes, obviously they look very beautiful, but they're also tasty. These radish sprouts have a little bit of a kick to them. They're a little spicy.
They are.
All right, let's try this salmon. I'm going in. I'm excavating a bite. A little salmon, a little rice.
Oh, I tried it without you.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
That did not just happen. We didn't even cheers the salmon.
Come on.
I'm getting even a green onion in here. Cheers.
Okay, before we say anything about the taste, comment down below, do you eat the skin of a salmon or do you not eat it? Because I don't eat it.
You don't eat the
But
skin?
I think Aaron does.
I'm gonna comment yes. I eat the skin. In fact, I was about to say that's the most delicious part. I just got this crispy, crunchy piece with the delicious fatty salmon flavor. Stop! You're shaking your head the wrong way. It's supposed to go like this.
No, I don't like it. I'm not
It's
a fan.
so
You
good.
can have my skin.
Deal.
Okay, as for the taste, I think the salmon is very good. Not too salty or strong of
No.
the taste. It's really good.
actually so fatty, but that's just the natural salmon. We didn't like add any fat to
Yes,
it.
I know.
There's no butter. There's no olive oil.
Salmon is just amazing.
It's so good. And then you get these little garnishes. A lot of people think they're just for show, right? Like, it just looks pretty. You just put a couple leaves on there just to make it look fancy. Wrong. You would be entirely incorrect. Dead wrong.
I mean, they are to look pretty, but
Okay,
also...
you're not actually entirely wrong. So they do make it look pretty, but these little bits of... I just dropped a little rice. These little bits of onion and radish sprouts, you just take a few of them with each and every bite, and they add a little bit of crispy crunch and brightness and freshness to every bite. Because otherwise, the salmon is actually, it's just so fatty, it would be overwhelming. It'd be too rich.
I think so.
So it adds balance, along with the
nice
rice.
crunch, yeah.
The rice adds
The rice.
chewiness and nuttiness. There's, for such a simple dish, there's a lot going on in each bite.
Overall, very good dish to make.
Highly good.
And and when you pair it with the miso soup,
Oh,
even better. We forgot to do it.
we didn't forget. We're gonna do the miso soup now.
Okay. Okay, so now part 2, we're gonna taste the miso soup, and this was also really easy to make. You basically just use water and miso paste and a few other ingredients, but
Yeah.
it's very simple.
It's
but
so simple. You can make it as simple or as complicated as you want.
You can
It could
add
just
different
be
veggies if
right.
you wanted.
When I was in Japan, they would always put a little cabbage in there. There's always the tofu, green onions, different spices, but it could also literally just be miso and water.
Exactly.
So,
Let's try it.
let's try it. I want to get a little piece of tofu. You're not getting tofu? You have to get the full experience.
I got tofu. Okay.
Alright. What? That is so good. It's garlicky. It's got the oniony flavor. The tofu is soft and sweet.
Yes, it's perfect. It's, again, such a simple thing, but really good dish to make like when you're craving soup or something.
That is classic Japanese magic, Japanese sorcery. I don't know how they do it. The simplest dish is miso soup. Where it's like we ground up some soybeans and let them sit until they rot, and then we just put them in boiling water and we made some soup. But it's magic. It's one of the most delicious things you'll have ever tasted in your life.
Everyone loves miso soup.
I don't understand how this works. Thank you, Japan, for all of your contributions to the culinary world. 本当にどうもありがとうございました。
Like he said.
Alright, so thanks for watching. We'll see you
Next time,
which is not next week. We're changing it up a little bit.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
We'll see you next time.